A change is coming to the way people with mental illness are handled in Florida's criminal justice system. The governor has signed a law that will create diversion programs for people who need treatment, not jail.
WEAR's Samantha Serban has been tracking the Tristan Murphy Act since it was introduced early this year. And Samantha, this is supposed to help keep people with mental illnesses out of jail.
Right. Law enforcement crosses paths all the time with people suffering a mental health crisis. The idea behind this bill is to get those people help rather than simply lock them up.
People need to be held accountable, but you also have to provide support in ways that will actually address the problem.
Governor Ron DeSantis talking mental health and criminal justice Wednesday, signing Senate Bill 168, also known as the Tristan Murphy Act. Murphy died by suicide inside a Florida prison in 2021. The bill aims to create diversion programs for people suffering from mental illness.
But a lot of people that interact with the justice system, the root cause is not that they're bad people trying to harm others. It's that they've got a lot of mental health problems that are leading to behavior that is antisocial.
For example, Robert Armstrong was arrested earlier this year for causing damage to a Pensacola church. He's been declared incompetent multiple times and is a frequent flyer within the criminal justice system. Lakeview Center's Autumn McAllister can't speak specifically on his case, but says the mobile response team often responds with law enforcement to people experiencing a mental health crisis.
And if you think about it, it can happen to any of us, really. If we don't have support systems, if we don't have our basic needs met, it becomes very frustrating and you get very desperate. And so you're going to figure out how to survive the best way you can. So if you add on top of that mental health conditions or addiction or substance use or any of that, it makes it really hard to make a long-term decision or a healthy decision when there's short-term decisions that could get you out of that situation faster, even though they might not necessarily be legal.
Not only will the Tristan Murphy Act create diversion programs, but it'll also focus on training and evaluations.
Hopefully, what this is going to do is keep people with severe mental illnesses out of our jails and out of our state prisons.
Santa Rosa County Chief Deputy Randy Tiff says where the law used to be vague, this will now allow them to truly help people in need.
It just, under this new law, it gives the state attorneys, public defenders, and even judges more leeway to look at these services rather than an immediate trial and guilty plea and incarceration, whether in the county or the state, and then decompensating even more.
And as for Robert Armstrong, he was declared incompetent to stand trial for the church damages charges last month. He's been committed to the Department of Children and Families. In the studio, I'm Samantha Serban.
You can scan the QR code on the screen to weigh in on our poll. Do you think diversion programs will help keep people suffering from mental illness out of jails or prisons? The poll is up until Saturday evening.